multi-step form feature inside of DataLayer is a very, very powerful feature that allows you to track activity through multi-step and multi-page forms built in Drupal Webforms. You can see an example of some of the code that's pushed into the DataLayer automatically by the listener here. And you can see there's actually two events. There's a steps submitted event, which would occur when the final form submission is made. But then there's also events pushed into the data layer every time the user navigates between steps. This would easily allow you to track activity sort of as a funnel through a multi-step form. So we have an example multi-step form here, and we have the GTM debug view open. Let's put that information here and submit the form. And you can see we're taken to step number 2. And in our data layer, we have an event that's been pushed in that includes all the information about the form step that was submitted. How this works is that ListenLayer pushes the data into the data layer, which can be seen here. Google Tag Manager reads that, and these events are made available as messages over here on the left side. You can target these event names as triggers, and you can capture these variables inside of Google Tag Manager to use. You can also use that information to write really powerful rules that allow you to customize your data layer by pushing custom values in when specific activity occurs. So let's progress through our form here, and we'll continue to see the step is changing. One thing to note is Drupal Forms does not easily identify individual steps in a multi-step form. And so if you are looking to identify a specific step and know that that was completed, what you can do is you can target the form ID, likely focusing on just the name here. So you would write a rule that is looking for a form ID containing this value. And then you can look for a specific field that you know exists inside of this particular step. And if you write a rule inside of ListenLayer to target those two things, you could then push a custom value into your data layer that would identify this step. For example, this step is step number 2 of our form. So let's continue through. And in this case, we can see that our form was fully submitted, and we now have an event that is different that says DP form step submitted. And so you can use this to trigger your final full conversion tracking that you'd be sending through GTM into all of your marketing platforms.